What is going on, guys? It's your boy Slick, and today is a very upset video. Upsetty spaghetti, I know. Can we get a universal boo? Or an aw? I guess aw. I'm going to talk a little bit about helicopters, specifically this one in particular, because I think this is the one that's going to suffer the most from this, and I really would like Gaijin to fix this. All right? We're all testers, apparently. We're testing it, and yes, let's talk a little bit about it. So, yesterday I wasn't able to access the packs or the helicopters. Today I got access, right? And I don't necessarily have a problem with the format of how these games play out. I more so have a problem with the fact that the helicopters have to fight each other. Well, I guess that is a problem with how the format is. But the helicopters fight each other in these game modes where you can grind just helicopters, right? And for most people who want to just grind helicopters, this will probably be where they'll go. They'll go to either helicopter arcade battles or helicopter realistic battles. Realistic battles are what you think, no respawn. And helicopters die in one shot, so that's about it. You can fly in there and die to any helicopter that's between 9 and 10.0, which is all of them. And yeah, they'll just destroy you. So, like, there could be an Mi-35M versus an Mi-4AV, and yeah, you're going to die. You have no turret. So, okay, Slick, yeah, it's a bad helicopter. It's not a good air-to-air helicopter, but what are you complaining about? You still get to play helicopters. Is it fun? No, it's not fun doing that because let's take a look at how much each of these research modules cost. The first tier is all 14K, not too bad. 32,000, 18,000, 93 for the last cover. That is just to spade this, of course. It comes with dummy rockets off the rip, so you can't really kill anything without getting close to it. So in your pursuit to get close to the ground targets you can hit in this helicopter, you get killed by the other helicopters. We're going to jump in and play, but basically what I'm getting at is the RP is way too high for this shit. It's way too high to deal with this. If you're a person who bought the Huey pack, for example, this is how my account is set up right now. I have the Huey. I have access to all the helicopters in the game, right? And I want to grind Russia. I have to fly the Mi-4AV stock, and all it gets stock is 95 S5Ks or 96 S5Ks that you have to kill ground targets with in a helicopter mode if you want to grind it, which averages out to you getting maybe 2,000 RP a game with premium on a normal aircraft. It's absolutely ridiculous when you start to realize each helicopter costs 380,000 RP or more, and the modules for these things cost just as much as the helicopter themselves. This entire module, like each helicopter, sums up to about 800,000, 900,000 RP. And then when you factor in the whole tree, I did the math for this morning, the US tree costs 3.3 million RP to get to the AH1Z and have it spaded. And we averaged that out with one of the games I got. The best game I got today was 3,800 RP for one game. If that's the best game I got, it would take you hundreds of hours to unlock all of this using premium. I mean, this is not saying like, oh, you're stock, you're not using premium. This is saying a Talisman premium aircraft produced 3,800 in a decent game. That's it. It's not saying you can do any better. Why is it that if I fly out the Sabre F2, I can get a 15,000 RP game? But when I fly out a helicopter, the UH-1C, which is a 9.7 aircraft, and I do just about as much damage or score in the game, I get 3,800. How are we supposed to test vehicles, guys, if we can't unlock them? And I'm not speaking from me. I get stuff from you guys to test stuff out and show the community, and I don't even have the patience, the gold, and the time to grind all of this stuff out. So take it with a grain of salt. I just think these RP and RP expenses need to go down. Why are they so high on things that we need to test? And that was my issue with boats. That's why I stopped grinding boats, because it would give you 1,000 a game. I'm not doing this for 1,000 a game. I'd rather do nothing. I'd rather play tanks. I'd rather play a tank that I already have in a tree, I already have spaded, and I already have every vehicle, and get more points than that, then actually put points towards this and play this, because it's just supporting nothing at this point. All right, so that's my food for thought. What do you guys think about the RP gain on helicopters? I think they're atrocious. I think it needs to go up, and it needs to go up fast, or else this is just a huge waste of money on people's parts, and I feel really bad and sympathetic with people who, spend genuine money out of excitement for these vehicles and get slapped in the face by the RP gain. That's how I feel. I mean, I woke up super early for me to stream early today because I was excited about this stuff, and it kind of just turned into a salty-ass stream because of this shit. I don't know. It's my food for thought. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Regardless, we're going to hop in the Mi-4 just so I can show you guys what I'm really talking about. All right, first up, we have a realistic helicopter battle in Vietnam, which is pretty cool. I like that they implemented this map, but it seems that this is the only map you play for the helicopters in RB. But in arcade, you play 3 other maps than this. I don't understand why the arcade and the RB game mode don't just have the same map rotation of a bunch of different maps. But from what I've seen, in arcade, you can't get Vietnam, and in RB, you can't get anything but Vietnam. All right, so here we are spawning in. As you can see, it's a nice 4v4 game here in RP. 3 Mi-24Ds and me versus, whatever America has to offer. Now, what I'd like to do, and what most pilots would probably do, is let's go over and try to attack some pillboxes over on this side of the map. Now, in RB, I like that there isn't any markers for the helicopters, which is nice. I like that. In AB, there are markers, and that makes it a little bit more difficult to be sneaky. So I like the fact that you can be sneaky in RB, and I don't have a problem with the game mode. I bet this would be pretty fine if I had a turret and a normal helicopter, but this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking specifically about the vehicles and the helicopters that are added to this game that you're meant to grind with, the ones you have to start with, that get nothing in terms of ordnance off the rip, that can do anything from range. So you have to go up close and kill these AI targets, and then when you go up close to kill an AI target, you just get one shot by a Cobra that has 20 mil miniguns at the same tier. It's just it's a bit ridiculous. As you can see, there's some choppers coming in over here. I don't want to go deal with them, and an AH-1G is coming in at us, and we're done. And that was our game. So that's about it. You can't really do much. That's honestly it. That's RB helicopters in a nutshell if you're using a vehicle that's not a Cobra. So let's hop into AB, because I can probably play a little bit longer than that. And I feel like people just didn't even test this, and that's why I'm really upset. I'm just disappointed. Like, nobody tested the Mi-4AV in RB. Nobody played it and was like, hey, this helicopter stock doesn't get anything that can do damage from distance, so it has to go in close. And when it goes in close, it gets one shot by every other helicopter. I'm finding trouble seeing where that was tested. Like, who did that? And if this is one of those stock syndrome things, that's just preposterous. But at least the AB queue time was faster. So now we get 2 spawns in the Mi-4B or 4V in AB. So let's take it out in AB. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to attempt to go take out the ground targets. But since it's AB, we get cap points on this map. So I'm going to go for a cap point first and maybe make some RP this game. Let's go for D. Now, as you can see, we have H-1Gs, UH, so we have Hueys. Nobody is flying this thing. And I think it might be the case that this is just the worst helicopter in the game right now, and that's fine. I understand that. But just the way that RB and everything was implemented, how are you going to make a 4v4 a 1-spawn game mode? Either wait for more people to join, or I don't know, you know? It just blows my mind. If you guys have any suggestions, please air it out in the comments. That's what this video is about. I'm not much of the ranting type anymore, but since this was something I was really looking forward to, it kind of shot me down this morning when I played this shit. And see, this is really cool. Why is this not an RB map? This is a really cool map. I'm gonna do my best to move in towards D. Is it up top? It might be up here. I probably won't be able to cap it. Yeah, this guy already capped it. Yeah, he capped it. Alright. Let's go to E, I guess. I'll try to help him out. He died already. We got 2 choppers in. Oh, I got some hits. Got some hits. Oh, Huey. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. My gun wasn't really working, I guess. Oh, maybe double tap him? No, gunner's dead. This is the life of the Mi-4. Alright, they're recapping D. We can go back for it. So let's do that. I don't want to fight this AH-1G, but I think I have to. Nah, I'm good. I'm going for D. No, he turned and looked at me, I think. Yeah, he's looking at me now. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is my game. In helicopters. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, you can't do anything in this helicopter. It's absolutely awful. It's... What's the point of this? You know, what was the point of adding this? To take money from people to have, so they could have a shitty experience? Let's fix this, alright guys? Let's fix this shit. I'll be back with normal tank videos tomorrow. Or later on today. I don't know. I don't know when. But let's fix this, alright? I didn't even cut the fucking video. You could see everything. Isn't that ridiculous?